What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again answering the questions that you ask me. Make sure you go to the ChazEllisProject.com, get a consultation or a quick question, or just make a donation to help keep us going. Also, if you want to check out this live stream I'm doing this Sunday night, it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called Having Game. It's part one of a series that I'm going to be doing, and this is how to turn negatives into positives. Make sure you check that out. Any kind of issues you might be having, whether it's you might feel like you're too short, you might feel like you're too broke, you might feel like you're not so attractive. Whatever your problem is, this will help you learn how to turn that into a positive and use it to actually be able to attract the opposite sex. Also, go to Ask Chaz Ellis on Facebook. Check out some of the videos I got up. Check out some of the Chaz tags. Be a part of the conversations. Check that out on Ask Chaz Ellis on Facebook. All right, the question that I got was from a person that says, look, I do a lot of stuff for my family, friends, in my relationship, and I'm just tired of people using me. I'm tired of people taking advantage of me. I feel like I don't really get anything out of my situations, and I'm just kind of getting used, and of course, I'm just tired of it. All right, a lot of people are going through that. A lot of times you get into situations where you got family and friends and stuff like that. You feel like they're always picking a restaurant, but you're paying the check. You know, that's kind of your life story. I know some people feel that way. And I got 5 steps to help you to stop being used by people. I'm going to get right into it. First thing you have to do, you have to know exactly what you want. Exactly what you want from others, okay? What do you want other people to do? What do you want from this situation? Whether it be your job, your relationship, your family. What is it that you want these people to do? Because when you go into a situation and you don't know exactly what you want, you often end up being an end or a means to an end for someone else. Okay? It's not necessarily that they don't really care about you. It's not even that they started out wanting to use you. A lot of times when you don't know what you want, you can't articulate it because you don't know. You can't really even get mad when they're not doing certain things or when they're doing things to you because you don't even know what you want. You don't know what you want out of the situation. So that's the biggest thing is you have to understand exactly what you want from others. If you don't know, it's kind of like you'll see people who will say, hey, I don't want you seeing other people in this relationship. And they'll be like, okay. And then the next thing you know, they're also talking about they don't know if they want to be in a serious relationship. Well, if you don't know what you want, then you can't necessarily tell that person what to do. How can you tell them you don't want them seeing other people and then you don't want to be in a serious relationship? You don't even know what you want. You don't even know exactly what you want from the situation. You sitting over here like, hey, I'm tired of doing all these people's work at my job and I haven't got a raise or a promotion. And then somebody says, so you want a promotion? No, not really. Well, you don't know what you want. If you're in a situation where you're at work, you get passed over for a promotion, you're like, man, I can't believe they passed me over for this promotion. I don't think I really wanted the promotion though, because I don't even know if I want to work here. I don't know. So people ain't really taking you seriously. When you don't know what you want, people don't really take your demands seriously because they just seem erratic. They don't have a game plan. They don't have an end game. It's like, what the hell do you even want? So whenever you have a demand, people don't really pay attention because they're like, yeah, I don't even know what the hell you want, and neither do you. All right. Once you figure out what you want, you have to let other people know exactly what you want in no uncertain terms. Be specific about what you want. Be direct about what you want. Tell people exactly what you want. A lot of times, we don't tell people what we want because we fear it'll scare them off. We go into a situation pretending like we're just free and clear and we're cool with anything when we're really not. You know, you might go to a job or something like that and be like, I'm cool with whatever. Where do you feel that you want to be in the next year? Man, you know, as long as I got a job, I'm cool. But you really want to be the manager, or you really want to make a certain salary. You got to go into a situation telling people exactly what you want from the beginning, or they're going to just try to get what they want out of the situation because they know what they want. They want an employee that's going to do what they say and work for the least amount possible. You have not told anybody what you wanted. You're not telling people or communicating what you want. You're pretending like you don't want certain things. So make sure that you communicate exactly what you want. When you're in a relationship with somebody and you're sitting over here not communicating exactly what you want from that relationship, you can't really get upset with them when they don't give you what you want. You didn't tell them. You didn't make it clear to them what you wanted. They might say, oh, well, I want friends with benefits. And you might be like, whoa, 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 I don't want that. They might be saying, I want a friend that's going to help me move my furniture around, and I'm never going to have sex with that person. You may not want that, but you didn't tell them. You didn't say, hey, this is what I want. So make sure that you let somebody know in no uncertain terms exactly what you want. This also eliminates the ability to make excuses. People will pretend like they didn't know that you wanted certain things because you just didn't tell them. Even though they may have known, they might pretend like they don't because you never told them. You never manned up, womaned up, and told them exactly what you wanted. So make sure you tell people exactly what you want. Number 3. The number 3 step to stop getting used is make boundaries for what you want, for what you are willing to do, and stick to them. Okay? A lot of people do make the boundaries, but they don't stick to them. You got to make boundaries for what you are willing to do. And these boundaries should really have nothing to do with what happens, what they do, or what you expect from them. This should just be, hey, this is what I'm willing to do. And I'm not willing to do any more. It doesn't matter what you say, what you do, what you don't do, what you give, what you won't give, how much I like you, whatever the case is. This is what I am willing to do. This is what I'm going to feel comfortable with no matter what the situation is. And these are the boundaries that I set for myself. When you set those boundaries for yourself and you say, this is what I'm willing to do, then it keeps you from just continuing to go further and further and further into a situation. A lot of times we don't have, people say if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Well, you don't have any boundaries for yourself. There's no limit to what you're willing to do. This is how you find yourself over here moving somebody's furniture in the hot sun for 12 hours while they go out on a date with somebody else. You're like, what the hell? Why am I doing this? Because you don't have boundaries for yourself. This is how you find yourself butt naked with vanilla ice cream all over you while some dude you barely know is filming you and putting that stuff on porn websites. Because you have no boundaries for what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. You have to have a boundary and you have to stick to it no matter what. Like, this is what I'm not willing to do. And I don't care who you are and I don't care what you seem to bring to the table. I'm not doing it. Number 5 step to stop getting used is stop giving when the other person isn't reciprocating. You have to have a point in your life when you say, look, you're not reciprocating. I've been doing this, this, and this to help you out, but what do I get in return? What have you ever done for me? Stop getting in these one-sided relationships and just staying there. You have to say, hey, the giveness train is derailed. I'm not giving you a damn thing else. I've given you birthday presents for the last 2 years and you didn't give me a card. I'm not going. This relationship is over unless you start giving to me. Or I'm just not going to give. Because some relationships you can't just end. You got a brother, sister, cousin, stuff like that. Stop giving them birthday presents and they ain't gave you shit. Stop giving them, going out of your way for them. You paying for dinner every single time. And maybe they don't have the money to pay for dinner. But they don't even do something like show up if you need them, if you need help. Like, hey, man, you want to help me move? And they don't even show up. But you done paid for 100 dinners for them in this year. Some of y'all, I'm probably speaking in your situation. But that's when you got to start, you got to cut off the giveness. You got to say, you know what? Now I'm giving to you. I'm giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. Yeah, I said giveness. I don't know why. But don't worry about that. Let's just go over that. Cut it off. Don't just give and give and give and give and give and give. All right. When they don't give back, when they don't reciprocate, that's when you got to say deuce. Okay. Deuces. It's over. Chuck it to them. I'm not going to keep, not like you don't have to be around them because it's your brother or sister or something like that, but you ain't going to just keep giving. You got to say, look, this giving is over. You don't ask me for shit. All right. Number 5. You have to let people know that the situation that you're in with them isn't working and then be willing to stop talking to them and stop dealing with them if it just doesn't change. When somebody will only deal with you if they can use you, then that means that you just can't deal with that person. I don't care who they are, if it's a family member or whatever. If the only way that they'll deal with you is if you allow them to use you, then that's not a friend. That's not a real family member. I don't care who they are. They're somebody who really is just going to tear you down and take you down. If they're not willing to be around you unless you allow them to use you, that means you need to start hanging out with somebody else. You need to start redirecting your energy because now you're wasting it. You can't waste your energy on people who only want to use you because what that does is deplete you and it stops you from being able to do the things you need to do. If people are constantly using you and constantly sucking energy, sucking resources from you and giving you nothing in return, eventually you have nothing to give to yourself. You have nothing to give to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. So make sure that when you see someone that's not willing to change, they don't care enough to make a move and to start, because maybe they didn't know. But once you tell them and once you tell them in no uncertain terms what you need, what you want from them, and they're still not willing to do it, you're going to have to change it up and kind of get out of that relationship. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Also go to the ChazEllisProject.com. Get a consultation, a quick question, or just make a donation to help keep us going. Also check out that live stream. It's going on this Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.